this time of year, we will be looking forward to a bank holiday weekend and to Easter services and prayer. But of course we're not in normal times. Many feel alone or unable to access bank holiday walks and the traditional trips to stock their garden. Others feel the pain of their exclusion from their places of worship. All of us miss family get-togethers and friends' visits. Therefore, today I'm joining Reverend Ian Morris in an Easter reflection and a message of hope for our town. I start with a thank you to all involved in keeping our town operating. Thank you to those in the front line in our health and care services. Thank you for those involved in vital support services provided by our council or voluntary organisations. Thank you also to those working in sometimes challenging conditions in our retail services. Thank you finally to the friends and neighbours working together in harmony to provide support in so many ways. Today our thoughts are with the lonely, the ill and the bereaved who find it difficult to receive the support and comfort that they need because of the restrictions in place. Whether you pray or receive comfort in other ways, I would ask that this weekend we look forward to better times, continue our work to keep all of our residents supported and make sure that no one is forgotten. Thank you, and now over to Reverend Nia.
Diolch David, thank you. Well, as our town mayor has mentioned, Easter 2020 is a rather different experience to all Easters in our history. Easter for many is an opportunity to have time off work and to visit family and friends and to spend time with them. And for us as a church, for those who are Christian, we travel with Jesus Holy Week. We encounter the death of the cross. And on Easter Sunday, we celebrate with great celebration that Jesus rose from the dead, that the tomb was empty, that God has conquered death. And so what do we make of Easter 2020? It is Easter, it is a bank holiday, and people cannot gather together, but they will make the most of it, I'm sure. And what about the Christian experience of Easter? Well, for me personally, as an individual and as a parish priest, my thoughts are taken back to the experience of Jesus and his disciples in the upper room on the Thursday evening before he died on Good Friday, Maundy Thursday as we remember it, when Jesus did two important things, or three I might say. He instituted the communion, the Eucharist, but he also gave an example to the disciples. He washed their feet. He knelt by them and washed their feet, and he said to them, I have given you an example. Do as I do. That is, he was telling them that their work in community was as his work was, to be servants to one another. That is what we are to be. We are all to be servants to one another. And the second thing of that evening, that's profound and important, is that Jesus said, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. And Jesus' love took him to the cross, unconditional love. He sacrificed his life for you and for me. And so for those who cannot embrace the Christian concept, the Christian story, the Christian experience, those two teachings stand apart and within the Christian faith, don't they? Because I've never seen in this community or in any other community such graciousness and such love towards neighbour and one another. I hear and I experience and I see people putting others first in a way that they've never before. I see and hear and experience people giving their lives, risking their lives for others. Those in the national health, in caring and nursing, and those who are doctors. Those who are seeking to find a vaccine. Those who work for the police and the ambulance and for all other agencies. And what about the rest of us who may not be on front line? Well, Isn't it a wonderful thing to see that most people in our communities are looking outwards, not inwards, that they are embracing others in their communities and are eager to do so. There are people befriending others. There are others who are shopping and fetching prescriptions and making sure that people's welfare is looked after, physically, mentally, and spiritually. People are encouraging others. People are giving hope to others. Jesus said, I am the light of the world, a light that continues to be a light even in the darkness, a light that will guide us through the darkness. My friends, this experience of the COVID-19 will come to a head. At what cost? I know not. But there has been a beautiful testimony of community spirit as a result of this illness and virus. May we not revert to the way we used to live before COVID-19. May we be transformed by the experience. May we work together as we have recently and continue to do so, where we see the town council and the voluntary agencies and the statutory agencies, the town businesses, people in their neighbourhoods, the churches, most individuals in our community extending a helping hand and an act of love. It is good to be part of such a community. And I give thanks for each and every one of you. And so may God bless you and protect you. May God be with you. And may God bring us out of this experience as transformed people who serve one another and love one another unconditionally. Amen.